Thank you, students. At this point, I'd like to welcome everyone to our 3.5 Honors Assembly. Students, you're to be sitting with your homerooms, as well as teachers, if you would be sitting close in proximity to those homerooms. Again, this is a formal assembly. Students, you will conduct yourselves as such. Staff, if you have any trouble with any students, please send them down to Student Services and we will deal with them. I'd like to turn today's program over to our building principal, Ms. Janet Lane Barrett.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Port Huron High School 3.5 Honors Assembly. On behalf of the entire Big Red community, I thank you for joining us this morning as we celebrate the exceptional academic achievements of our students. And today's ceremony will begin with the singing of the national anthem. It will be performed by our Women's Concert Choir, which also includes gentlemen this year, and it will be conducted by Mr. Cherry Beasley. Audience, please rise as we honor our country and our flag. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Mr. Beasley. With pleasure, we welcome the following guests to Big Red Country. School Board President, Mr. Jeff Stout, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Tom Shorkey, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Ron Wallin, and Mrs. Vicki Ledsworth, representing the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Big Red Country this morning. And thank you, parents and guests, for joining us as we celebrate the scholastic accomplishments of our students. I think it's also important to realize that the students seated before me, behind parents and guests, have not only dedicated themselves to academic excellence, but they've also represented Port Huron High School on our award-winning Quiz Bowl team, mock trial team, Big Red Marching Machine, Drama Club, and our stellar Fine Arts program. They've served on National Honor Society and Student Council. They've enrolled in classes at St. Clair County Community College, have participated in the Math Science program, and have competed on the athletic playing field. They are truly an exceptional group of young adults. A special thank you also goes out to Ms. Marilyn Dwyer and Mr. Greg Wagner. Thank you for all that you've done to make today's ceremony special for our students and our guests. And I also offer a huge thank you to our custodial staff, who diligently worked until the wee hours of Sunday morning. They came back again yesterday and transformed the gym from the scene of Saturday night's homecoming dance to what it is this morning. Thank you for all that you do. Through the cooperation of the Port Huron Area Chamber of Commerce and the Port Huron Area School District, an academic awards program was instituted in the spring of 1985. The intent of the academic awards program is to provide incentive, honor, and reward to those high school students who have demonstrated exemplary scholarship throughout their high school careers by earning at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average. This program makes it possible for students to earn school letters for academic excellence. To be eligible for the awards program, a student must maintain an overall grade point average of 3.5 or higher for 1 year. For the first year of eligibility, students receive a pin. For the second, a school letter. For the third, a gold bar. And for the fourth year of eligibility, students receive a very special academic achievement pin. Seniors who have maintained a 3.5 overall GPA for 7 semesters will receive a special recognition award at the senior assembly and at commencement. These students and their parents will also be invited to a recognition ceremony in May. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mrs. Vicki Ledsworth.
Good morning, Port Huron High students. First of all, I just wanted to commend the students, the band, everyone who participated in making the floats for the parade. You livened up our downtown on Friday, and the rain certainly didn't dampen your spirits. I got a lot of great pictures. It was a lot of fun, and it was just beautiful. The floats were beautiful, and we're going to put those pictures in our newsletter, so those will be going out to all the business community this morning. So I just wanted to say congratulations. I thought everyone did a fabulous job. It was a lot of fun. And on behalf of the businesses that represent the Blue Water Area Chamber of Commerce, we are just certainly proud of all of you who are participating in today's event. We've been sponsoring this program for 26 years, and we recognize the importance of the educators and the administrators and the parents, and certainly the students who put forth the investment and the time and effort into your education and your outstanding academic achievement. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mrs. Ledsworth. On behalf of Port Huron High School, we thank you and the Chamber for your unyielding dedication to academic achievement within the Port Huron area. Audience, please join me now in welcoming Superintendent Shorkey.
Good morning, honorees, parents, friends, and the entire student body of Port Huron High. Port Huron High is a very special place. We are very thankful for the Chamber of Commerce support for this type of program, the job that the staff does in this building, and on behalf of the school board and the administration of the district, we'd like to congratulate this morning's honorees. However, as most of your moms that are sitting out here and the wives, they think, gee, there's way too much football on, and now they got a bunch of baseball on TV. All the games kind of run together. Well, the only reason I had my clicker in my hand the other night was I needed to have a topic to make a speech at the 3.5 ceremony, so I thought, you know, if I keep moving around, I'll come up with something. And I did. It was the Los Angeles Dodgers-St. Louis Cardinals game. Dodgers were favored to win. They won the first game. You have to win 3 and you go on to the playoffs. St. Louis really needed to win the second game. They were playing in Los Angeles. If they could only win, it'd be 1-1. They'd go back to St. Louis for a couple games and anything could happen. Well, what happened was this. 9th inning, Cardinals, St. Louis was winning by 1 run. There was a runner on base, but there were 2 outs. All they had to do was get 1 more out. I don't know if anybody watched that game that night. Easy fly ball to left field. I think the guy's name was Matt Holliday. Outstanding outfielder for the Cardinals. Came in, gonna make the catch. They're going back to St. Louis all tied up. For whatever reason, I mean, that's why I couldn't believe it. I went, there's my speech. What happened is he came in to catch Eddie's ball, and at the last minute, he took his eye off it. He hit the heel of his glove, hit him in the stomach, fell on the ground, and then he fell down. And I thought, what's this all about? Tying run scored. Next inning, Dodgers win the game. St. Louis goes back. They're down 2-0. They lose the next game. It's all over. They're all packed up for the season. Now, what's that got to do with 3.5? I looked at the program today. There's a ton of 10th graders in here with a 3.5 average. You look at the 11th grade, getting their second year pin. Ooh, that shrinks just a little bit. Then you look at the seniors who are getting their third honor in this program, and that is a little bit smaller of a group. And I think the thing is, it's like what Matt Holliday should have done, is you need to keep your eye on the ball, your eye on the prize here. Because you know, as you're a freshman, you're sitting here going, this is really cool, this is a lot better in middle school. It's going to be over quick. Seniors, you talk to any senior out here today, geez, seemed like yesterday they were a 9th grade or a 10th grade, and all of a sudden people are asking them, what are you going to do when you graduate? Whoa, big question. So the point is, this next 3 or 4 years is going to go by real fast. And what you make of this is going to set you up for the rest of your life. So don't be like that St. Louis Cardinal outfielder and take your eye off the ball. Keep your eye on the ball. If you're a 10th grader, we expect to see you here next year and the year after. If you're here for the 2nd time, we want to see you here for the 3rd time. These moms and dads have these cameras for a reason, and we want to have them use them for 1, 2, and 3 years at a time. So on behalf of the district and the board, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan. Before we begin the presentation of awards, I would ask the following students to stand and be recognized. And audience, please hold your applause until all have been announced. And I'd like to begin with our commended students in the 2010 National Merit Scholarship Program. And we have 2 this year, Ms. Laura Felitz and Mr. Zachary Prax. Would you please stand and remain standing for a moment? Our 2010 National Merit Scholarship finalists, and again we have 2, Mr. Edward Arand and Miss Molly Robison. And the students who have stayed with the pack, actually they've gone above the pack, and they're entering their senior year with a 4.0 GPA. And that would be Miss Shelby Baker, Miss Laura Felitz, Mr. Adam Lee, Miss Alicia Parlin, Mr. Zachary Prax, and Miss Tiffany Weiss. Congratulations to each of you. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Greg Wagner, who will come forward and begin reading the names of our distinguished students. Mr. Wagner.
Well, thank you, Ms. Barrett. We'll begin our program by honoring the first-year academic award recipients. First-year recipients have maintained a grade point average of 3.5 over the past school year. The award recipients would like to thank you in advance for your courtesy during this formal assembly. First-year academic pins will be presented by our Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Wallin. Audience, please hold your applause until all of the first-year pin award recipients are recognized. At this time, I would like the first row to approach the stage. Anthony Aguinagua, 3.55. Haley Alderman Wookty, 3.78. John Anderson, 3.53. Tyler Atkinson, 3.54. Courtney Baker, 4.0. Aubrey Biga, 3.75. Emily Bitzinger, 3.62. Alexandria Bramer, 3.58. Anna Burdick, 3.73. Raven Burkett, 3.73. Ryan Burrell, 3.50. James Calvert, 3.56. Desiree Carroll, 3.76. Calvin Chapman, 3.91. Winslow Chapman, 3.89. Jennifer Conley, 3.82. Mackenzie Cook, 3.93. Courtney Corby, 3.53. Colton Curra, 3.81. Alina Davis, 3.95. Viola Dietland, 3.78. Tracy Duncan, 3.77. Casey Esquivel, 3.61. Joshua Fair, 3.58. Aubrey Forsyth, 3.76. Marissa Garska, 3.58. Alyssa Gibbs, 3.98. Amanda Goodwin, 3.90. Justin Hansen, 3.73. Courtney Harris, 3.90. Samantha Harris, 3.63. Austin Harvey, 3.70. Henry Herber, 3.75. Alexis Howe, 3.51. Brandon Huntoon, 4.00. Alicia Jacobs, 3.64. Kelsey Kemp, 3.75. Joshua Kenny, 3.92. Jennifer Lowe, 3.62. Yang Lu, 4.00. Bradley Mervich, 3.68. Dylan Miller, 3.53. Nathan Mrozek, 3.57. Joseph Munt, 3.58. Megan Murphy, 3.93. Katie Knightsky, 3.54. Rachel Ochoa, 3.98. Zachary Pashny, 3.96. Courtney Pesta, 3.62. Andrew Phillips, 3.73. Ashley Petrikis, 3.81. Azalea Powell, 3.51. Anne Marie Prax, 3.95. Callie Rathje, 4.00. Jennifer Reed, 4.00. Kevin Riley, 3.61. Courtney Sharnaku, 3.50. Amari Searles Harper, 3.67. Joy Seppo, 3.94. Allison Sickles, 4.00. John Senkowitz, 3.91. Aaron Sterling, 3.92. Tabitha Stewart, 3.64. Justin Stoner, 3.70. Hope Thompson, 3.65. Sorry. Jessica Tippy, 3.78. Sarah Wardwell, 3.83. Courtney Weiss, 4.00. Heather Weiss, 4.00. Nathan Wilkinson, 3.80. Alex Zamalik, 3.87. Kimberly Zolke, 3.65. Audience, please congratulate our first-year PIN recipients. Second-year academic letter recipients have maintained a grade point average of 3.5 over the past 2 years here at Port Huron High School. This accomplishment is acknowledged by an academic letter. Second-year academic letters will be presented by our superintendent, Mr. Shorkey. The second-year academic letter recipients would also like to thank you in advance for your courtesy during this formal presentation. Again, please hold your applause until all recipients have been recognized. First row, please approach the stage. Jenna Bailey, 3.68. Brittany Banks, 4.00. Julian Brown, 3.90. Olivia Burkhart, 3.71. Caleb Christie, 3.77. Shelby Connard, 3.90. Sarah Cook, 3.75. Nicole Corbin, 3.88. Jared Crockett, 3.95. Zachary Dunham, 3.70. Rebecca Ellis, 3.71. Kyle Falk, 3.75. Molly Ford, 4.00. Ashley Fox, 3.81. Nathan Gans, 3.78. Shelby Gonzalez, 3.97. Brian Hansen, 3.64. Glenn Hartman, 3.93. Sarah Hine, 3.50. Travis Hill, 3.58. Megan Hillman, 3.70. Catherine Jasek, 3.96. Taylor Johnston, 4.00. Sydney Jones, 3.96. Thomas Jones, 3.73. Kristen Kinney, 3.98. Colin Kester, 3.88. Alicia Coleman, 3.74. Shauna Kovach, 3.92. Theodore Cruz, 3.58. Michael LaForge, 3.58. Emily Ledbetter, 3.50. Lena Liu, 4.00. Scott Lusk, 3.96. Jeffrey McCumber, 3.66. Benjamin McDougall, 3.55. Darshell Mitchell, 3.53. Jennifer Noble, 4.00. Wesley Paul, 3.84. Kelsey Payton, 3.75. Carmen Pionk, 3.54. Michelle Porcaro, 3.71. Megan Rock, 3.80. Mia Rodriguez, 3.73. Misty Sanders, 3.50. Chelsea Sherman, 3.77. Andrew Shinevere, 3.91. Jason Smith, 3.63. Jessica Smith, 3.68. Justin Starbuck, 3.53. Ariana Streeter, 3.79. John Sturgis, 3.90. Keith Sutton, 3.70. Jessica Swartz, 3.80. Hope Telfer, 3.80. David Thieke, 3.63. Courtney Toten, 3.52. Betsy Vollmer, 3.73. Joshua Wallerich, 3.83. Eric Werner, 3.66. Ann Yoder, 3.84. Joshua Zach, 3.50. Again, audience, please join me in congratulating our second-year academic ladder recipients. Third-year recipients receive an academic gold bar. Academic gold bar recipients have maintained a 3.5 grade point average throughout their years here at Port Huron High School. Third-year academic gold bars will be presented by our school board president, Mr. Stout. Audience, again, we thank you for holding your applause until all of the academic gold bar recipients have been recognized. I would invite the first row to approach the stage at this time. Colby Alexis, 3.84. Edward Orand, 3.90. Shelby Baker, 4.00. Alexander Banker, 3.83. Jessica Barno, 3.74. Joseph Bilecki, 3.70. Brian Blake, 3.61. Eileen Blavel, 3.67. Cheyenne Bolt, 3.83. Chrysla Boyer, 3.71. Henry Chen, 3.99. Nicholas Collins, 3.77. Jonathan Cook, 3.81. Zachary Crum, 3.64. Crystal Draveling, 3.71. Laura Felix, 4.00. Shelby Fleming, 3.78. Hannah Gable, 3.76. Douglas Grattan, 3.93. Madeline Harris, 3.74. Danielle Herr, 3.96. Nathaniel Jackson, 3.74. Tyler Jackson, 3.86. Nicholas Johnson, 3.75. Miles Keller, 3.62. Jennifer Kilborn, 3.93. Megan Kinter, 3.65. John Krewall, 3.98. Jessica Langolf, 3.73. Kristen Langolf, 3.97. Adam Lee, 4.00. Jamie Lester, 3.65. Hallie Mullinex, 3.74. Jenna Page, 3.94. Amanda Parker, 3.57. Alicia Parlin, 4.00. Zachary Prax, 4.00. Evan Ramales, 3.66. Molly Rathje, 3.78. Megan Reyna, 3.73. Molly Robinson, 3.99. Stephen Sawyer, 3.76. Samantha Schwartz, 3.51. David Seppo, 3.85. Jordan Stockwell, 3.68. Jasmine Thomas, 3.79. Philip Vasquez, 3.77. Tiffany Weiss, 4.00. Megan West, 3.82. Audience, congratulations to the third-year academic letter recipients.
Thank you and congratulations once again, students. We are certainly proud to be here this morning to help celebrate your academic accomplishments. Parents and honored students are now invited to the cafeteria for a reception. All other students are to remain in their seats until Mr. Dennis dismisses you. So at this time, students and your guests, if you'd like to move to the cafeteria, please. Thank you, and thank you for being here.